Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a beautiful Saturday of college football. Just a beautiful slate this afternoon. I'm so excited. It's Michigan State Day. Usually a good day. This is one of those days that it's either the best day of your life or the worst day of your life. There's like no in between. I am joined today by my good friend who is a Spartan, Caden Handwork.
What up? Go green.
So today we're going to be talking about all the college football games and then, of course, our game tonight at 7:30. Before we get started, I want your honest opinion about the Michigan scandal.
My honest opinion, I really don't think anything is going to happen with it. I think it's something that should be looked into, but at the end of the day, I really don't think anything's going to happen that is going to be that serious.
Yeah, I agree. But anyway, yeah, I agree. I don't think much will come out of it. I mean, the sign stealing thing, it's legal, and I saw a report yesterday that Ohio State changed their signs during the Michigan game, and they still lost. So there's really not much they can complain about. But, like I said, I don't think anything, or like Kane said, nothing will probably happen severe. Tonight we just got to focus on the game and hopefully our national championship run. But the national championship run does not happen if we lose tonight. I mean, there's still a chance. But the most important thing right now is just going into East Lansing and hopefully taking care of business. Then we can go to the bye week. Anyway, let's get started. Boston College at Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
I agree. Do you want to pick against the spread or straight up?
Straight up.
All right.
So we're doing ACC first?
I have a list of all the Power 5 games.
Oh, okay.
That's what the sign's at. UCF at Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Agree. Rutgers at Indiana.
We go with Rutgers. They're going to be bowl eligible. That's crazy to think about.
Yes. And Indiana's awful.
Indiana's terrible.
Penn State, Ohio State. The game of the day.
As much as I want to go with Penn State, I'm going to go with Ohio State. I think they'll be able to figure it out, and I think this is going to be a coming-out party for Kyle McCord.
You know what? I think Penn State gets a win today. Franklin is due for one of these wins. I don't trust that Ohio State offensive line, and I don't trust their running game, and I feel like Penn State's defense with Manny Diaz will be able to disguise enough blitzes to confuse McCord. Penn State's also got some NFL corners. Ohio State struggles a little bit. Their defense, though, has been pretty good. I think it's a low-scoring game, but I think Penn State gets the win.
I hope so.
I do, too. Even though I think it'd probably be better for Michigan if Ohio State won, it's never a bad day when Ohio State loses. But, yeah, Mississippi State at Arkansas.
You know what? I'm going to go with Arkansas here. I think they pull one out.
Agree. They've had one of the toughest schedules in the country. They get a win. I keep hearing, do you know who Josh Pate is?
Yeah. I know who that is.
He thinks Arkansas would win the Big Ten West this year.
I mean, the Big Ten West is terrible, so that's not like a crazy hot take.
I mean, do you think they would?
I think they could. I mean, Iowa doesn't know how to score an offense. Wisconsin's not as good, and yeah, I think they definitely could.
Baylor at Cincinnati.
I go with Cincinnati.
Sorry, guys. Give me Baylor on the road. You know, the new Big 12 teams have just not been faring well this year.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Why do you think that is?
I just think it's because, they're used to playing, most of them came from the American Athletic, BYU, I think I forget what conference they were, but just like new opponents, new tougher schedule. It's going to take a while for them to adapt to it.
I agree. Pittsburgh at Wake Forest.
I know nothing about either of these teams. I know Pitt's coming off the win against Louisville. I'm going to go with Pitt.
I'm going to go with Wake Forest. That's an emotional win for Pitt last week at home. Hard to get up the second week in a row. Give me Wake Forest. Oklahoma State at West Virginia.
Go with West Virginia.
I agree. I think West Virginia gets a win. South Carolina at Missouri.
Missouri's looked pretty good this year. I'm going to go with the Tigers.
Agree. Northwestern at Nebraska.
Give me Nebraska.
Agree. I think Matt Rule's still a pretty good coach. Like, I think he's eventually going to figure it out.
Yeah, he'll eventually figure it out.
Like, I think Nebraska... One of these days, Nebraska's going to be good again. I mean...
Yeah, they will.
And I think Rule's the guy. Wisconsin at Illinois.
Give me Wisconsin. I think Illinois could win, but I'm going to go with Wisconsin.
I agree. Minnesota at Iowa. The over-under of this game is 30.5.
This is going to be an absolute snooze fest. I'm going to go with Iowa.
You know, it's such a bad game, I feel like I have to watch it.
Iowa's going to be like the worst 7-1 team in the country.
Maybe of all time.
Yeah. I mean, they're terrible.
Realistically, how bad, if, let's say Michigan and Iowa meet in Indy, how bad do you think it would be?
Well, I think it would be really bad. Like, I think the winner of the Big Ten East, whether that's Ohio State, Penn State, or Michigan, they basically won the Big Ten already.
Like, how bad do you think we'd beat Iowa, like, realistically?
Probably a repeat of the 21 game, like 42-3 or something like that.
I agree. I'm going to take Iowa to win. I just feel like, Minnesota cannot throw the ball.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this is going to be the lowest scoring game of the year.
Probably. It's probably going to be like 16-6.
Yeah. Washington State at Oregon.
Give me the Ducks. I like Oregon, even though they lost to Washington.
Agree. Tennessee at Alabama.
This is the revenge game for Bama. Give me
Bama. Texas at Houston.
Texas.
Agree. Virginia at North Carolina.
North Carolina.
TCU at Kansas State.
Go Kansas State.
Agree. Ole Miss at Auburn.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss struggles at Auburn. It's only a 6.5 point spread. That's my upset special tonight. Give me Auburn.
I like it.
Texas Tech at BYU.
BYU.
Give me Texas Tech. All right, Duke at Florida State.
Duke's quarterback is questionable for this game.
Yeah.
I think Florida State handles business.
Agree. The big one, Michigan State.
I think Michigan State keeps this close for 1.5 quarters, and then Michigan pulls away. Give me the Wolverines by a final score of 49-14.
Wow. I think this is a really close game. I think it's going to be only a 7-point game going into the fourth with Michigan up 7. but I think Michigan scores a couple late TDs. Give me Michigan 31, Michigan State 10. However, though, I like to warn myself, it would not shock me if State won. Anything can happen in this game. I know I sound like, soft or whatever, but I just feel like this is one of those games on the schedule I never take for granted. Anything can happen, so you just never know. But I still think Michigan wins, but at this point, no outcome would surprise me just because it's a rivalry. But Michigan will hopefully win, and I still think they will win. Anyway, what?
17-10 heading into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
What will the score at halftime be?
I think it'll be 10-7.
Wow.
I think you guys will be winning at half, and then we'll make adjustments.
I don't know about that. If we're winning at half, all right, I'm excited. All right, let's see what happens.
Army at LSU.
Army at who?
LSU.
Oh, LSU.
Agree. Clemson at Miami.
This is a pick'em game, but I'm gonna say Clemson.
I'm gonna go with Miami. I feel like the spread is too low and it's weird. Don't touch this game.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Utah, USC.
Utah, USC. Give me USC.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with USC.
UCLA at Stanford.
UCLA.
Agree. Arizona State at Washington.
Washington.
Agree. Give me Washington, but it's hard after an emotional win like this.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a snooze fest. Anyway, that is all for the picks today. Caden, have a great day.
You too. Go green.
Go blue. See ya.